Hey guys, it's Miss Webb. I got a request to do number 143 in the Blue Book, so I'm going to do that today. Right now, there's a couple things in 143 that are tricky. I think 143 is one of the trickiest ones in the book, at least towards the end, for a couple reasons. One, the key signature is different. It's in concert F. Okay, that's that last scale we learned 6th graders. Okay, and then it has accidentals. Remember, an accidental is where they put a sharp or a flat or a natural sign in the middle of a measure instead of it being in the key signature. And usually that accidental goes against the key signature. So for example, if we're in concert B flat, using that good old concert B flat, if you have two flats in your key signature and it's B flat and E flat, that means all of your A's are natural, but halfway through the piece you look up and there's a flat sign by an A. Okay, that's an accidental. Okay, it wasn't originally in the key, but the composer decided he wanted to use it. Okay, that's an accidental. Now, the other rule of accidentals only last for the measure they're in. After that measure is over, they go away. Okay, and the only way they can come back is if they're rewritten. Okay, or the other thing with accidentals is they can be canceled out in the same measure they exist, and I'm about to show you an example of that. So for example, if they say A flat, and they have there's two A's in this measure, and one has a flat sign, and the next one has a natural sign, well, that second one's canceling out that flat, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. It'll make more sense in here. So this is what we're gonna do. I have the trombone part written up here, because there's a trombone player who requested this. So the first thing we're gonna do is look at our key signature. You'll notice right here, there's only one flat. That means you have one flat, which is B flat trombone. So that means our E's are second position, and our A's are going to be second position. They're all naturals here, okay? So the only flat you have is B flat. Now, like I said, there are going to be some accidentals in here that shake things up. So let's just start in this first measure, and let's see what we've got going on. So we have an F here, that's fine. We go up here, this is an A and it has an A flat. Well, that is an accidental because down here our key signature said all our A's are natural. So we're gonna pay attention to this one right here, and we're gonna play that one third position, okay? Then, but if you look at the very next note, it's an A, but it has that weird little symbol, the one that looks like this, okay? It looks like a square with two extra long sides. That's a natural sign, and that means to cancel out the flat, play a regular A, okay? So if you look right here, this is a regular A, okay? So we're gonna play that one third, and then this one's gonna be second, okay? All right, and there's nothing else exciting in that measure. Now, start over right here. Both of these are now obsolete. Okay, they don't matter anymore. We're back to normal key signature. So, second measure, E's are natural and A's are natural. Okay, F, A. Oh, there's an A. It doesn't have a natural sign, but we're still going to play it regular A because our key signature told us to. So, it's still going to be second. Okay, because the key signature said so. Key signature says we have to have A natural. Going up here, C, B, B flat. We know this is B flat, right? Because the key signature tells us. Then right here, oh, here we go. You've got an A that has a flat sign, so we know we're going to play that one third. That's an accidental. But then right next to it, like before, is an A natural. So it cancels out that flat and it changes it back to second position. Okay? Does that make sense? In this whole piece, just about every measure has some kind of accidental in it. So you really have to pay attention. Okay? And I should say this piece is going to sound a little weird. It's not going to sound quite like what you're used to. And that's okay because you need to get some experience with stuff that sounds a little different than what you're comfortable with. What makes us good musicians. Now, I'm going to erase all this, and I'm going to go over the rhythm in the first two measures with you, because they repeat, and it will be helpful. So, let me write it up here. We're in 4/4. Dotted quarter. Eighth, quarter, quarter, dotted quarter, eighth, and then we have a 4/4 four eighth notes together here. Now for my percussion people, you're used to when you see four together like that, they're them being 16th notes. But they are not 16th notes, they are eighth notes. It's just four of them holding hands. Think of them as being four best friends. Okay, they all want to be together and be happy. Okay? All right. Let's talk about the dotted quarters again. Dotted quarters get a beat and a half. Okay, we know this because you've watched the video from 115 and when we first started talking about this. But for review, we're going to break this down to eighth notes. Every quarter note has two eighth notes in it. So there's those two for the quarter. When you have a dot with a quarter, that dot is basically an eighth note too. So we're going to draw another little eighth note by itself, and then we're going to draw the rest of the measure. There's the rest of the measure, and you can handle chords, okay? If we're going to count this, which we are, we would count this 1 and 2 and 3, 4, right? Because eighth notes have to have a number and an and if the eighth note happens first, it is the number first. So the way we get this to this, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, the way we make this is through ties, right? We can tie together these two right here, okay? Oops, let me do this. Let's go ahead and try together these three. Okay, if you tie together those three, okay, if you tie them together, instead of going 1 and 2, 1 and 2, we're going to hold the and 2. 1, 1, 1 and 2. Instead of going 1 and 2, it's 1 and 2. Okay? Now, if I get my foot going right here, and I were to sing this with my foot tapping, 1 and 3, 4. Okay? Because your downs, if we put down ups in here, this is a down, this is an up, down, up, down, down, right? Ta, 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 ta. Okay, remember the song Silent Night, okay? Silent night, silent night. That is the same rhythm right here. Okay, so if you can sing Silent Night and tap your foot, you can play a dotted rhythm. Okay, so let's remind ourselves of our ups and downs here. So we've got a down and an up, because every quarter note it has a down and an up. The eighth note, the dotted quarter, the quarter's dot here, dot is a down. Okay, you stomp the dot, you squish it like a bug. The next up is the eighth note. And then, of course, our two quarters are also downs. Okay? So, let's do that again. Ta, 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 ta. Down, up, down, down. Okay, we got that. Now, look at the next measure. The next measure is almost exactly the same. The only difference is, instead of putting two quarter notes right here, we just made eighth notes. So if we know that if we count this is the same, 1, 2, and. Instead of being 3, 4, it's 3 and 4 and. Okay? With our ups and downs, again, the beginning is the same. Down with an up, stomp on the dot. And then your eighth notes, they alternate. You play one every time your foot comes down, and the next one happens as soon as your foot comes up. Okay? So we're talking about this measure right now. Let me cover this up. Boom, covered it up. Okay? So we're just talking about this part. Ta, 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 ta. Now notice that last 4, you sing one on the down, the next one on the up, down, up. Ta, 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 ta. Down, up, and then you add the beginning. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? All right, now, if I put this together, and turn on my metronome, 2, here I go. Ta, 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 ta. One more time. 2, here I go. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, and that's that rhythm. I do want to draw your attention to one thing on here, real quick. I'm going to use my purple marker here. Sometimes you're going to see a breath mark after that dotted quarter. Remember, a breath mark is a quick breath. It's not a long, drawn out one. And they have to be in time. They can't add time. Okay, so if I were singing this and try to breathe, ta, 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 ta. It has to be quick. One more time, and I'll try to make it where you can hear it. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, honestly, it almost replaces that dot. Instead of holding the dot, I almost take my breath right there. But the point is, you don't want the dot to add time. Okay, so I'm going to turn on, or the breath mark to add time, sorry. I'm going to turn on my metronome, and I'm going to play this one for you. And I hope this helps. It will sound kind of jazzy, swingy. And again, watch out for all your accidentals. And pay attention to your key signature. Here we go. 1, 2. That was a little rough on my end. It's late. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. This one is tricky. It's not going to be one for most of you. It's not going to be one that you sit down for like 2 minutes and you've got it. It'll take you a minute, and that's okay. Practice, practice, practice. Use the metronome. You can go to Metronome Online. Just Google online metronome. I think it's called like metronomeonline.org, I think. And you can get a metronome that'll keep the beat for you. Or you can tap your foot. Or you can get, be like me. I have my little metronome app. This is my, I forget what it's called. Oh man. I forgot. Tonal Energy Tuner. I just remembered. Tonal Energy. There's also one called the Bandmate Chromatic Tuner, and it's free. And what's nice about that one is it'll tell you what notes you're playing, which is pretty cool. Okay, so use a metronome or tap your foot or have someone tap their foot for you, whatever works. But always, always, always have your foot going, because everything we do musically does not exist outside of a beat. It has to have a beat, otherwise it doesn't make any sense, okay? Guys, I miss you. I hope this helped. If not, let me know and I will try to better explain. Practice with me my recordings. They will help, okay? So a lot of what we learn, you hear it and you understand it, okay? And that's okay. All right, but you also have to know how to count it, okay? Because that's why I just did this. All right, guys, I miss you. I hope you're all well, and I hope I get to see you again soon.